It's been 10 years since we are helping people from abroad, foreigners such as yourself, to come to Romania to visit Bucharest, Brașov, Timișoara, Cluj-Napoca. We have fuckloads of cities, even Iași, fuckloads of cities filled with beautiful women such as you don't see in any countries. They're very beautiful, they're very sexy, they're very hot. And do you want to know the best part? They are wife material, most of them. Yeah, not all of them, obviously. Every single little country has its black stains. But most of them, fucking hot and fucking wife. So, because we have been doing that, we have such an amazing experience on the field. We're actually the biggest company in Romania and the only one, to be honest. I mean, it used to be another one, but they failed terribly at their job, so we remain the only one. So what I want to say, I had the question from you guys, and I thank you a lot for the comments, because this is how I know what videos to film, what topics to approach. But one of you asked how Romanian women do actually behave with foreigners. And in order to explain to you this, in order to answer to this and to explain to you, I wanna ask you something, because you can actually answer to this yourself. So if you have been all your life in the United States, for example, in America, yeah? If you have been living all your life over there, and then all of a sudden, you know, you have been dating American women. So basically, at a certain point, you meet this girl, she's Chinese. Just ask yourself, how interested will you be in this woman being Chinese? So you will most probably think, oh, she has different cultures, she most probably has different traditions, she can tell me how's life in China, for example, she can tell me what's amazing over there, what are the bad parts. You want to see also her behavior, her relationship behavior, what does she think about men, how does she interact, is she gonna be a girl that fucks you from the very first date, which is kind of a slutty behavior, or is she gonna be a girl that takes her time and then she really wants to know you? She's gonna be a girl that is gonna take you, is gonna tell you from the first date that she wants a serious relationship, which once again, it's a very fucked up behavior, because that means you're just an objective analyst. So she doesn't want a relationship with you because you're special, she got to know you. No, she wants a relationship with pretty fucking anyone. Even with the guy, with the homeless guy, there's no problem. So think about it. Most probably, you will be very interested in this girl, because you will tell yourself, oh, she's something new, she's something different. And there's a lot of discussion that will be involved. There's a lot of topics you will have. There's a lot of things you will be passionate to discover. Well, it goes the same for Romanian women. They are actually very bored about Romanian men, because most of them, they have such fucked up issues inside of them. They don't work about them. They usually like to brag with fancy cars, and they usually like to focus on money. And when you have guys that are focused on money, that means they're not going to be focused on pussy. So which means they don't know how to behave with women. They will treat them like shit. So when you see that stuff as a woman, you're like, nah, fuck these guys. I don't want these guys in my life. I don't want a guy that is centered all the way every single day on money, because that means he's gonna treat me like shit. He's not gonna be available too much. He's not gonna be at home, because when you're producing money, obviously you gotta invest fuckloads of time. That thing with the passive income is such bullshit on the internet, but people still believe in it. Like, passive income, you still have to work for it, you fucking slave. I mean, you gotta understand, what is this about? We are slaves in a modern system right now. We are all slaves. Even myself, right now, in this very moment, I am serving you. You're paying for coaching, and if you're not paying for coaching, then I'm just wasting my time making these videos for you, and you're just gonna be a little shit that takes information for granted. You know, you're just gonna take everything. You're not gonna give me anything back. And basically, I end up wasting my time with this fucking channel and trying to help you. So we are all slaves at the end of the day. Even if you're gonna pay me, if we're gonna do some coaching, or you're gonna get an online course, I worked on that course. So even if you're gonna get it, I'm still gonna need to do videos, to market these videos, to find guys that actually invest in themselves, and so on. So at the end of the day, we're slaves. The system is always winning. There is no such thing as actual passive income. It's just bullshit on the internet to sell you some fucking courses. So with that being said, what I want to say is that Romanian women, the beautiful thing about them is most of them are traditional. Even if you see them right now, they're being a bit fucked by the feminism. It happens in Romania as well, don't worry. But still, Romanian women, because we have this we have this tradition, we have this mindset, we come from a very conservative place, we had the communism and stuff like that. Because of that, they are very attached to this outcome of being a traditional wife. So what happens right now, you have a lot of women that are being very frustrated because feminism knows how to manipulate them against us. But the beautiful thing is they didn't actually fail. Not that easy like you see these girls from United States or other countries. Actually, Romanian women, most of them, 99%, I would say, they are still traditional. Even if they claim on the internet, blah, 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 men, blah, 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 they still tend to be traditional. So it's beautiful because they are actually looking for a home, they are actually looking for a family, they are wifey material, and you will see that from the very first date. Most of them are very funny, most of them know how to talk to you, and the beautiful thing is you have a big advantage. Like I said, you're a foreigner. She will be extremely interested in who you are, what your passions are, what do you do over there. And a lot of them, depending on the age that you're approaching, the age of the woman that you're approaching, because if you're approaching kids, like girls that are 23, 24, you're not going to do shit. She's most probably in the university, she has her parents, blah, blah, blah. If you're approaching a woman that is 30, 35, well, obviously she's going to be like, fuck, if you're amazing, if you're nice, even in 1 week, I'm going to move with you. It's no problem, because they are looking for that traditional aspect. You might say that it's fucking toxic, that she doesn't know you and blah, blah, blah. That's what you're going to appreciate about women. They usually tend to risk. They like to, because they're like, I don't want to waste my life. Life is short. So if you're fun, if you're alpha, if you can sustain, if you can provide for me, then I will most definitely jump into your boat. This is another stupid mentality Romanian men have, because most of them, they want the woman to go to work as well, which is freaking bullshit, ultra fucked up. So if you're a provider, which a masculine man is, if you are a provider, if you can sustain yourself and then you just bring her into your life and you can sustain both, then you are arranged for life. And the beautiful thing about this, you're going to get a woman that is freaking hot and that is wifey material and that is very, very romantic. Because actually, that's the big problem, our men, because they are focused on the money side. They're always rational, nothing emotional about them. They're pretty much fucked. And they also like to brag with stupid shit that doesn't make sense in this life, like money, cars, cocktails, martinis. Get the fuck off my face, man. So when you understand this, women actually appreciate if you want more than this. And you can actually build a team with her. So this is what their opinion on foreigners. You will have a big advantage because first of all, you speak another language. Even if it's Spanish, English, French, God knows, she will be horny from the very first moment you say hi to her, because she will understand you're something else. So based on this principle that you might be something else, she definitely wants to date you. And by the way, most of our clients that came over here, they all had dates, they all had sex. Most of them, not all of them. Obviously, there's sometimes you're gonna struggle a bit with some people, but most of them actually had sex, instant dates. So this is a possibility for you. Okay, depending on what your intentions are and depending how well you're gonna focus on what I'm telling you when I'm gonna coach you on the street over there in Bucharest or whatever we're gonna hold that boot camp. Obviously, before thinking about getting coached in person, I would highly recommend we start some coaching online, because there are a lot of fucked up issues that we have inside of us that we are not even aware of. So we need to let go of these before coming to the field, because if you're gonna come on the field and you're gonna be like, I'm afraid, I'm thinking this, we're going to waste a lot of time over there, and you're not going to have a lot of time, because most probably your holiday is going to be 2-3 days, 1 week, God knows. There's not a lot of time for us to do some courses, to think about some things, to do meditations. When you're coming to Romania and you have these 3-4 days, 1 week, whatever you have, you want to keep approaching women. You want to have these dates. Maybe you want to find a girl and just have a story with her in that week. Maybe, convince her to come with you and give life to a relationship or something, a marriage or God knows. So if that's what you want, so if this is in your objective, in your goals this year, I highly recommend you get on EuropeanSocialDynamics.com. We have our offers over there. Nothing is negotiable, by the way. We're not a fucking market or something. You're not going to peasants and offering onions or something. Understand that nothing is negotiable over there. However, you can do monthly payments if you feel like it's a bit too difficult for you with your financial situation. We can definitely understand. So you're just going to email us. We're going to explain to you how you're going to pay monthly. Also, you have the Unleash Your Potential course, which is an online course that will actually already set you in the position to release. So if you don't afford coaching, or you're not feeling like we should be coaching right now, you can get a course where you have strategic videos, one after another, explaining to you how you can unleash your potential. So it's gonna focus on your emotional struggles. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.